Yo, two stat patters on one team wondering why they even playing with each other. Question, why are you checking the stat sheet in the middle of a game? And why is it every time All-Stars play with you, they get discredited?
Oh, shut up, nigga.
What's good, guys? Prince Sports here, coming at you with another one, live from the dungeon. Now, you notice this, right? Westbrook went from triple-double king to a guy that plays with a lot of heart, a guy that underachieves a couple times, okay? He wants to win. He has the killer instinct. To all of a sudden now, he's a role player. He's a bum. He's trash. He's overrated. You would take role players over him. He's everything in the book bad. And this is particularly because LeBron got on the phone, called this guy, and this guy was stupid enough to agree to play with LeBron James. Okay, so it was 50-50 on both. It's pie in LeBron's face, and it's pie in Russell Westbrook's face. Because
Really, nigga?
now, as a basketball player, you got completely discredited. That same thing happened to Dwayne Wade. He won a championship with LeBron James. But yet, the minute they formed that big three, you wanted to give all the credit to LeBron James and dismiss Dwayne Wade to a point where some of you homers are completely saying Dwayne Wade is overrated and he don't deserve to be called one of the top shooting guards of all time. This, that, and the third. All right? All to protect the legacy of LeBron James, because deep down inside, you know there's something suspect about LeBron James as a basketball player. You know it, I know it. The only difference is I'm not afraid to speak it. So, Westbrook now is the scapegoat for the Lakers every time they lose. But here's the funny part. If they win, he still gets no credit for it, because the credit all goes to LeBron James. But here's the funny part as well. Out of all the superstars to play basketball, none of them has put and thrown their teammates under the bus the way LeBron James rosters have been doing, okay? Any team or any roster with LeBron James on it, you should know that you're going to get thrown under the bus, and LeBron James is going to get away with it scot-free. I remember when the Bulls lost in '95. They didn't downgrade those teammates. All they did was brought the spoke to Michael Jordan. Is Michael Jordan still the same player? Is 45 the same as number 23? Can he still come back? Is he still great? The challenge was just on Michael Jordan. He took all the blame when they lost, and he gets the credit when they win. That's how it's supposed to be then. But it don't go both ways. For LeBron James, if they win, he gets all the credit. If they lose, it's everybody else's fault. And you got an infinite amount of excuses, but all of them can be debunked. All right? So now you got a guy, Westbrook, who's on the Lakers, who LeBron recruited, because he wouldn't be on that team if LeBron didn't want him on that team, period. All right? This is the same reason why Dame Dollar turned down LeBron's offer, because he knew he was going to get thrown under the bus if the Lakers lose. He knew he was going to get discredited, and LeBron was going to get away scot-free. It happens to Dwayne Wade. It happens now to Anthony Davis as well. And he's not even playing, but he's getting discredited because of the simple fact that he's playing with LeBron James. Any superstar player or all-star player that plays with LeBron James automatically gets discredited, automatically gets treated differently, all because they're playing with LeBron, and the media and his fanboys are so over the top to protect LeBron James. They'll do anything and everything to discredit everybody else. Now, to say Russell Westbrook is a bum is completely out of bounds. Completely out of bounds. Because this is a guy that's in the top 75 greatest players of all time, right? This is a guy that, next to Oscar Robertson, is the only guy to average a triple-double for a whole season. He did it multiple seasons, okay? And I guaranteed you this. If he was on another team, you will not be saying the things about Russell Westbrook that you're saying about him now. You're only saying that is because he's playing on the same roster with LeBron James. You're only saying this about AD's because he's playing on the same roster with LeBron James. If AD was on another team, they were winning or even losing, you still would say AD's the top 5 best player in the game. But now all of a sudden that he's playing with LeBron James, we got to downgrade Anthony Davis to build up LeBron James. You see how suspect that looks? So if I'm Russell Westbrook, I'd be begging the Lakers office for a trade, because you don't deserve that type of criticism to a point where if the Lakers lose, it's all on your fault. Okay? You got a whole team out there that deserves to get blamed if you lose. And it's definitely not his fault if they win and you give him absolutely no credit, because he has done some things throughout the season to help the Lakers win. But you guys completely ignore that and sweep it under the rug. So if I'm Westbrook, bro, you need to stay away from LeBron James. This is a #1 rule for all superstars. Do not sign with LeBron James. If you're Paul George, you did the right thing. Kawhi Leonard, you did the right thing. If you're Russell Westbrook, you did the wrong thing. And Anthony Davis, you left your whole franchise just to come play with LeBron James to win that bubble championship and get discredited for it. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these superstars come out and start trying to pull a Scottie Pippen years from now. Because this type of treatment that they're getting, this bias from these insane fanboys, which is probably some of the worst sports crowd that you could come across. These LeBron James slurpers and fanboys and over-the-top idiots make absolutely no sense. You go above and beyond to defend LeBron James. If the man lost, he played bad, he lost. End the discussion. All right? And you got to look at the game. Just don't look at a number and stats. Okay? Russell Westbrook is a stat pattern, yes. He is all of these things that we say he is. But one thing he isn't, and that's a bum. And that amount of disrespect that he's getting from you guys is not deserved at all. Because I guaranteed you, he probably would be underachieving or winning more if he was on a complete different team. You shot yourself in the foot by coming to play LeBron James, by coming to play with LeBron James. And that's just the fact of the matter, man. Prince Sports out. Peace.